Center referee for today, Herbert Estrada. We're waiting on his whistle to get us underway here from Lincoln, Nebraska. The Huskers against the Buckeyes. Both teams on 10 points in the Big Ten Conference. So a big game here as they're both tied for fourth to shoot their way up the conference standings. Estrada gives us the whistle, and we're underway here at Barbara Hibner Field. The Buckeyes going left to right to start the game. Nebraska wins it back there with Robbie. Now going up the right side, Sears keeps this one in on the sideline. The Buckeyes with an early attack. Sierra's into the box, but it's well defended by Anglem. Sears wins it back, plays it across. Cleared away by the Huskers, but still kind of in the danger zone for the Buckeyes. Back here to Jones. She looks forward, but Hawk can collect, and Nebraska can take a deep breath after that early attack from the Buckeyes.
Yep, Sammy Hawk here with the ball. See if she goes with a throw or a kick, and let's see if that plays a role in the wind, and it looked pretty good. So, like we mentioned, shouldn't be too much of a factor.
Yeah, I think the wind, if anything, is at the Huskers' back right now a little bit. Maybe a little bit left to right when they're going forward, so shouldn't be too much of a factor, but we'll see that ball played forward from the Huskers. Looking for Reagan Robbie up top. She gets a nice touch on it, brings it down into the box, but well defended there from Ohio State. Gasek clears that one away. It's Jordan Zaid on the far side. We've seen quite a few flip throws from her. I think we're going to see it here again. We do. This one comes all the way into the box. Bouncing around, but headed out for what will be a Husker corner kick.
I think someone lose a shoe out there. You know, and that Zaid throw-in, it's almost halfway like a corner kick already because of how far she can throw that ball. I mean, that landed inside the box there.
Yeah, it's a huge advantage to have a player that can do that. But Nebraska with a true corner kick here. That'll be an in-swinger as Anglem whips this one in with her left foot. Weber tries to get on it. Weber with the ball at her feet, just outside the 6-yard box. Cleared away by the Buckeyes, but comes off a Husker player, and it'll be a throw-in for Ohio State.
That's a win for that Buckeye defense there.
It absolutely is. You know, when that ball's kind of bouncing around there, a lot can go wrong just to clear it away and even get a bounce. They really are happy with that one as they have another throw here on the far side.
Yeah, real quick to that point, the Nebraska-Northwestern game, 2 goals were scored when that ball was kind of just bouncing around.
Dale tries to cut in here, but her touch is too big, and it's out for a goal kick for the Buckeyes. A lot of attacks here early on from the Huskers, but still not quite anything that's tested the goalkeeper. You can see Dale's just too much of a touch right there. Nebraska, once again, can't make anything out of that attack. Way dispossessed there in the midfield, and the Buckeyes switch the play all the way over to the left side. Fisher strides forward, but well defended by Abby Schwartz, who comes all the way back from her attacking position. Like I mentioned earlier, both these teams tied for fourth in the Big Ten Conference. Both of them on 10 points after going 3-1-1. Foul called there on the Huskers. It'll be a free kick for Ohio State. Both these teams 3-1-1 in the conference, so a lot to play for here, really. You know, Nebraska with a little bit of a struggle before conference play have found, 3 good wins, all of them pretty close wins, a draw, and then a loss to a very good Northwestern team earlier this season. So the Huskers very happy with the way they've started the season. Ohio State probably the same.
Yeah, you betcha. And like we mentioned earlier, Nebraska, this is one that they would really like to stamp as a signature win for them.
Ball played into the box, now headed back down and cleared away by the Huskers. Nebraska gets out of trouble there, and Schwartz looks to get the attack going the other way. Schwartz cutting through defenders. Abby Schwartz still with it, but now dispossessed as she tries to play that ball out to the outside.
That was a nice run there by her, cutting to her right and then back to her left. Got deep into Ohio State territory, but Ohio State, good defense.
Otto plays this one forward. That's Flotra. Jones back to Otto.
Settling it down here a little bit for Ohio State.
This game feels like it kind of had some real action early on, so maybe a second here where both teams can take a breath and slow things down. Like you said, Ohio State just a little bit of comfortable passing around the back. Nice little move there up the left side for the Buckeyes. Gasick plays that one forward to Fisher. Fisher cuts on her left foot. She'll look to cross. That one doesn't test Sammy Hawk as it goes out of bounds in the side netting of the goal. No real test there for the Huskers, and they'll be able to clear this ball away with a goal kick. Hawk looks for Weber. A strong header forward from Sarah Weber. It's a foot race here between Otto and Dale, but Otto just pokes it out for a Husker throw.
That was perfectly executed. Nice pass from Hawk to Weber, and Weber with a very nice header. Dale just couldn't quite win the foot race, but they got a throw in now here on Ohio State territory.
So Gwen Lane will throw this one in. It won't be a flip throw from Jordan Zaid. She won't come all the way over, and Dale just throws it to Robbie. Now Robbie wins this one back. She's trying to cut into the area. That one comes off, looks like the Buckeyes, and it'll be a corner kick for Nebraska. Second corner of the match for the Huskers, and Nebraska giving out thunder sticks today to all the fans, so they've got those things rumbling in the crowd. A pretty good crowd here at Barbara Hibner Field. No Husker football today, so they played last night and where they beat Rutgers, so the Husker fans can be here to support this soccer team. This one played short, now played back in, but headed away and out for another Husker corner kick here.
Let's do it again. Make the noise. Get wild.
Let's see if they go with a more traditional corner, and they will. Looks like they send it in here.
An in-swinger, flicked on, but all the way to the other side where the Huskers look to come back in. Houck can't do anything with that one, and it's out for a Buckeye goal kick here.
A pretty good opportunity there, just missed on the header there by Dale, and off to the opposite side where we got a turnover.
Nebraska with some high pressure there, and it turns out to be just a goal kick, but you can see Nebraska with that high press just forcing Ohio State to make a mistake. You'd probably say a little lucky for Ohio State to get away with a goal kick there, but Nebraska will look to just continue that high press. Works again there, and they win it back. Abby Schwarz up this right side. Schwarz tries to beat Gasick there, and Jordan Zaid comes in to help her.
You can tell early on Nebraska has been the aggressive team, the more aggressive team so far in these opening 8 minutes.
Yeah, Ohio State kind of sitting back, playing their game, and Nebraska really taking it to them early on. Still 0-0 here as Jordan Zaid throws this one in. Bounces around in the 6, but cleared away by Ohio State. A battle there between Engelman and Dudukovic. Nebraska wins the ball back, and Zaid plays it long. No Huskers can be on the end of this one, but Kat Robinson will bring it back into her box where this Buckeye team, Kat Robinson, the grad student for this team, has started every game for the Buckeyes. She's played 90 minutes in just one of them, however, because Molly Pritchard, the freshman, is the one who comes in at half pretty much every game for this Ohio State team. Got 2 goalkeepers they use, and they've used it pretty well. It's Robinson a little slow to get up there after she slipped, clearing the ball away.
Yeah, her right foot appears to be giving her trouble.
Foul called against the Huskers, but yeah, Kat Robinson still looks to be a little uncomfortable in her area, but she's continuing. Ball played forward for the Buckeyes. Dudukovic holds it up well. One back by Waite in the midfield. Sadie Waite, the freshman for the Huskers, started her 10th game today. Now Reagan Robbie up the right side. Taking on Barnett. Plays it across. This one comes to Weber, but she plays it back to Waite. Sadie Waite looks to eye one up. All the way outside, ball played across. Weber heads this one on, and it's in the side netting. Just wide.
Right idea by that crosser in. Just couldn't quite capitalize. It was Robinson there in goal. Too was right on it, but those are the chances Nebraska's going to need to keep capitalizing on if they're going to pull out this victory here.
Absolutely. I think Kat Robinson probably had it covered, but a good chance there for Nebraska is, once again, they can't make anything come from it as Jones takes this up the right side. Sears' touch is too big, and it's cleared away by Hauk, but off of Sears as she clears it out, and Nebraska will have a throw through Gwen Lane. Lane finds Dale. She looks to switch the field. Gasik with a misplaced touch, and Schwarz has it. Gasik recovers. Dukovic once again holding it up.
Yeah, I think Schwarz there was expecting a run by Robbie, and she kind of stopped, and that allowed Ohio State to gain possession.
Buckeyes look to push forward here. All the way across to Otto. Otto looks long for Sears, but it's cleared away by Anglem. Weber plays it off Sydney Jones, and the Huskers have a throw in here once again on the near side. Lane finds Robbie in the middle. Now Lane looks long. Just some cautious defending from Ohio State so far. They're okay giving up throw-ins. They're just going to try and make Nebraska beat them.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, like we said earlier, the more aggressive team right now is Nebraska. They're passing with a purpose. Looks like we got an offsides here.
It is offside on Abby Schwarz, and it'll be a free kick for Ohio State.
I mean, Nebraska's going and getting the ball. You know, if it's in the air, if it's across the field, you know, or across the pitch, they're the ones going after the ball, and that's why they've been possessing it heavily in this first opening 12 minutes. And
it makes you wonder if that's what Ohio State wants to do. They're okay with Nebraska, you know, coming at them because they trust their back line. They trust that they can stop the attack of Nebraska and then maybe hit on the counter, which they've tried to do a couple of times, but, you know, I have to credit Nebraska for the way they've defended so far in this game as well.
Yeah, another slip by Molly, and she doesn't look so good on that right foot. Second time she slipped while on a goal kick.
Gianola looks to go forward. She finds Fisher on that left side. Fisher cuts back inside. A long-range effort goes wide for Ohio State, and that's a good chance for the Buckeyes, but nothing comes from it. Ball played short, and a misplaced pass ends up back at the feet of Nebraska as Robbie finds Weber. Weber looks long but headed away. Jones into McNamara there. Now to Dukovic. Gianola. All the way to Fisher on the far side. Good ball movement so far from Ohio State as Fisher looks to beat Jordan Zaid. She plays one across, and it's tapped in by Emma Sears. Ohio State take a 1-0 lead here just under 15 minutes into the game.
That was really quick. I mean, they collapsed on the goal. Just a nice, simple touch. It's almost like she just guided in there. She redirected it beautifully, found the back of the net, and great ball movement by Ohio State. That started over here on the right side of the field, shifted to the far side, and came right back in.
Emma Sears just finds herself in the right place in the box. It's really good movement as she comes across from her right wing position to just tap that one in at the near post. And Ohio State now lead 1-0. Nebraska have to come back at them and try and make something happen. 31 minutes left to play here in the first half, and Ohio State, an early lead.
It looks like that goal is credited to Kayla Fisher. Fisher's coming off a Big Ten Player of the Week honor too.
Dukovic goes forward for Ohio State, but her pass is too long, and Hawk can collect. Hawk plays a ball long, and Barnett plays it back forward. Now Nebraska, Robbie looking to go wide, but Gasick gets on that one.
How does Nebraska respond here? You know, an early goal by Ohio State. Quick one, and there's a deflection.
Dale winds up, and her shot into the arms of Kat Robinson. But once again, that high press from Nebraska creating another chance. And a shot from outside the area. As you can see, Eleanor Dale just doesn't quite catch that one right, and it rolls right into the arms of Robinson.
I guess that answers the question about how they respond right away.
Dukovic out wide. Now it's Sears. Sears cuts into the area, but Sammy Hawk comes in, collects that one.
Nice job by Sammy Hawk coming out and getting that ball, corralling it for a goal kick here.
You have to credit the way that she's been aggressive today. You know, not much she could have done as a foul is called there in the midfield area against Ohio State. The Huskers will have a free kick here. But, you know, Sammy Hawk overall, not a lot she could do on that goal that Ohio State scored, just in a tough spot where that ball is played across. She has to react to a shot, but not really any time to react. So overall, you'd have to say she's done well with what she's had today.
Yeah, you know, it kind of alludes to sometimes, like in football, you know, that you're in the right spot, but sometimes a better throw beats better coverage, and that's what kind of alluded to there. Just a better pass and a better shot just got it past her. So to your point, her confidence, you know, still needs to be high. She's still playing a pretty good opening half here.
Absolutely. The Buckeyes look to go forward, but Peterson wins it back for the Huskers. Now Robbie cuts into the middle. Dale, nice turn. Well defended there from Otto. Now played back in. Cleared away once again by the Buckeyes. The flag is over there really whipping. That wind may become more of a factor as this ball played across from that far side, or this throw-in rather, that seems to be like a cross, is fighting against that wind, but it still makes its way all the way across. Robbie, Dale, Nebraska find their equalizer. Eleanor Dale with a thunderous strike into the top of the net. Robbie does well, and Eleanor Dale does even better. Nebraska tie things up at 1 apiece.
What a pass by Robbie I believe that was Talani Barnett, who just couldn't quite head it out, and it looked like it hit the back of Dale, who then passed it. Sorry, hit the back of Robbie, who passed it to Dale.
Now looking forward, Fisher, but Zaid clears it away, and this game has a little bit more life to it now. It looked like there for a second Nebraska just couldn't get anything on the end of their chances. As soon as they get that goal, both of these teams just seem fired up out there. Fisher trying to cut to the inside. Oh, a great turn from Fisher. She's still got it in the area. Left-footed cross, but Sammy Hawk is able to corral that one. Hawk plays this long. Dale has to shield the sun from her eyes as this afternoon sun will be in the face of Ohio State right now. In the second half, it'll probably be a bit more of a factor in the face of the Huskers. But we're yet to see how that affects this game, as Ohio State looks to play this ball forward, but Anglem on the end of this one. Anglem looks long the other way for the Huskers, and Schwarz will chase this ball down. Gasek beats her to it and keeps it in bounds.
Nice move by Gasek there.
Gianola back to Barnett. Now Barnett once again. To Otto here, just taking a quick breath here as Ohio State slowing things down. Robinson now in the back. Saw a couple of slips earlier from Robinson. Doesn't seem to be affecting her now. It's good to see. Barnett once again. Looks forward for Gianola. Does well to keep that ball. She finds Gasek once again to Gianola. Haley Peterson cuts that one out, and it's out for an Ohio State throw on the far side. Once again, Haley Peterson clears that ball away, and it'll be an Ohio State throw-in. It's the first goal that Ohio State's conceded in quite some time. They haven't conceded in their last 4 games. Nebraska finally breaks that streak, and I think John Walker's side has got to be very happy that they were the team that could do that. Foul there against the Huskers.
Yeah, to your point, you know, I think John Walker's really happy with the first 20 minutes of this half and how aggressive and how many chances they've gotten so far. Because as to your point, Ohio State has not conceded too many goals lately. So to get one early like this is a big boost for their confidence going into the rest of the game.
Looking for Sears there, and it's cleared away by Gwen Lane, but Nebraska been a team that's been able to score quite a few goals in their last couple of games. That would, 1-0 wins over Michigan and Minnesota. Just 1 goal, but that's all they needed. And then, they scored 2 against Indiana in their most recent win. So this Husker team's found their attacking form. Haven't had a game where they've been shut out since NC State September 8th. So Nebraska's been able to get on the board often. They do it once again today as it's still 1-1 here in Lincoln, 24 and a bit minutes to play in this first half. Fisher for the Buckeyes. She cuts inside. A sliding challenge there from Waite is well done, and Robbie goes the other way for Nebraska. Reagan Robbie still with it. She's trying to beat Barnett with her speed. Long ball played across, but had to be defended well, and was by Brooke Otto there for the Buckeyes.
But here we go, another throw-in on Ohio State field. This is a beautiful slide tackle there by Sadie Waite. And Robbie just putting the burners on. Nice defense, though, here by Barnett to stop the ball. And force maybe just a little bit too far of a pass there.
Once again, it's Jordan Zaid throwing this one in. That classic flip throw as this finds the 6-yard box. It's out for a Husker corner. 4th corner of the match for Nebraska. Anglem will be the one to take it. She's got Sadie Waite just short. Anglem plays it short to Waite. Now Waite finds Weber outside the area. Weber lines one up and plays it into the area. All the way back out. And Weber's called for a foul. Ohio State kind of asking that referee Herbert Estrada would have played advantage there, but it'll be a foul in the back line for Ohio State.
And I think John Walker will take that. A little over-aggressiveness, but I think he'll take that.
Especially in a moment like that where Ohio State might be looking to counterattack. He's okay with Nebraska committing the foul and slowing things down.
Another one right there. There's Reagan Robbie deflecting that out. Just seems like everything's kind of bouncing Nebraska's way. I know Ohio State has a goal, but they keep attacking. If you're aggressive, that's how you score goals. That's how you get momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Nebraska still got the foot on the gas pedal right now as they go forward with a throw-in on the far side from Jordan Zaid. Backs this one up. It looks like she'll do another flip throw. Try and get this into an attacking area as makes its way into the 18-yard box, headed on, but still in the danger zone, flicked over. Jones will be able to clear that one away for another Husker throw.
They're gonna go fast here with Lane with the throw-in.
Now wait. Oh, she looks to the far side. It slid across, and an offside call there on Abby Schwarz. Schwarz found herself in a really good position, just too far offside.
Mm-hmm. It was a good ball, though. I mean, look at this ball by Waite. Right on the money. It just, like you mentioned, Schwarz just a little bit too far offside.
And, you know, Sadie Waite was quick to run over to Gwen Lane on that throw-in and say, hey, I'm open. Give me the ball here. I've got plenty of space. Did it well, and, you know, maybe another time she'll be able to find an onside player and they'll be able to put it away. She's here once again, Sadie Waite. Her pass is misplaced, and here come Ohio State through Fisher. Jones now with it. Jones is taken down there and fouled. Gwen Lane sliding challenge is mistimed. Sears crossing one in and cleared away by Nebraska. Huskers looking to counter here as Abby Schwarz takes on a couple of defenders. Schwarz has an option to her right, but decides to keep it and gets dispossessed. Gianola for the Buckeyes. Finds Fisher. Peterson wins that ball back in the midfield, but her pass once again goes to the Buckeyes. Otto. Now Sydney Jones. Now Flotra. Nice switch of play there to Gasek. Ohio State just, once again, playing that ball around the back, trying to switch the field and wait for their opportunity to open up. That's not the right one, and that's out for a Husker throw on the far side. A substitute here for Nebraska as Florence Belzile checks in. Abby Schwarz will check out. That pushes Reagan Robbie into a bit of a more attacking position as Florence Belzile will move into the attacking midfield spot. There's Robbie. She is tackled and the ball's out for an Ohio State. Well, no, it's out for a Husker throw. Excuse me, Ohio State, the ones that tapped that one out. Barnett can clear that one way away for Ohio State. Peterson slips up in the midfield and chance for the Buckeyes. Fisher. Jordan Zaid tracks back, but Fisher still with it. Fisher tries to slide through. Now it's Sears. She's offside.
That's the third slip. Going back to that slip there, I think was that Peterson. You know, Robinson has slipped twice in goal. That was Peterson out there slipping. Field conditions, you know, watch out for that. It hasn't been overly rainy or anything here this week, but
seems to be a topic that we fall back onto a lot because this field just seems to kind of cause players to slip up even when the rain isn't there, or not sure what it is, but the players do seem to kind of lose their footing here and there every once in a while. Ohio State playing the ball around the back. A little bit of pressure here from Reagan Robbie. Looks long for Dukovic. She does well to hold that one up. Now McNamara all the way back to Otto. Now Gianola. Long ball to Fisher there. She's got some space to run. Fisher once again up that left side, cuts inside, beats the defender, right-footed shot. Great save by Hawk. Sammy Hawk keeps that one out, and Nebraska stay level.
That was just great soccer all the way around. The ball back here from Ohio State up to Fisher. Fisher, the moves, putting the moves on the fire. And then Hawk with the beautiful save. So that was just great soccer all the way around.
And it's really impressive from Sammy Hawk to keep that one out, not only to keep it out, but to keep it away from Emma Sears, who was wide open on the far side. If she didn't, push that one out of bounds, it's going to fall right to Sears, and it's probably going to be 2-1 to Ohio State. So really well done there from Sammy Hawk to keep this one level.
Good point.
Corner comes in from the Buckeyes, and it's headed away by Peterson. Nebraska escape. Great chance from the Buckeyes. Here's Fisher in the midfield. Ball played long and out of play for a goal kick for Sammy Hawk. 15 and a bit minutes to play here at Barbara Hibner Field. We're all level at 1. An early goal from Ohio State was matched by Eleanor Dale for Nebraska. That's how we are where we are. Sadie Waite looks to go up the field here. She finds Belzile out wide. Now Barnett for Ohio State, but plays it into the midfield where Nebraska can run. Belzile looks out wide to Weber. Weber lines one up. Nothing on it, and Robinson can collect that one.
Yeah, I think she was kind of halfway looking for a shot, but also sending it in, and nobody home.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell if that was a shot or if it was a cross, but either way, Robinson doesn't care. She'll collect that one for Ohio State, and they can look to start an attack here. Barnett into the midfield. Now Fisher. Cuts to the inside, looks to find Sears, but Sammy Hawk once again can corral that one. Eleanor Dale in a battle there is now falls to Weber. Sarah Weber with a little bit of space. She lines up a long shot into the arms of Kat Robinson once again.
Yeah, it looks like she kind of lost her footing there too a little bit. She went with her left foot plant leg, and that kind of slipped out from under her, so that's why it wasn't quite as strong of a shot as you normally see from Sarah Weber.
Ball played out of bounds, and Ohio State have a throw-in on the far side. Haley Peterson goes forward for the Huskers, but that ball trickles out of bounds, and once again, the Buckeyes will have a throw. Nebraska win a throw-in now on the far side.
Good defense there by Nebraska. Just kind of nowhere to go on that throw-in and forced a bad one that went out of bounds. Now they have possession.
That possession is through Reagan Robbie right now. Robbie can't keep that one, and it's out for a Buckeye throw. Just a little bit of a battle on that far side as we've got throw-in after throw-in. Neither team can really hold on to possession or create anything. Skasik will throw this one in for the Buckeyes. McNamara now plays a long ball forward, and Gwen Lane can wrangle this one down for Nebraska. Angle him back to Sammy Hawk. Gasik heads one out, and Nebraska have another throw in by their dugout.
Nebraska going fast here.
Florence Belzile striding forward. Belzile plays one across. Cleared away by Barnett. Peterson all the way back, and Hauk plays one forward. Now Sadie Waite. Robbie into Dale. Nice ball movement from the Huskers. Dale dispossessed. Nebraska have really had a couple of chances where they've combined well, played a couple of really good passes, 1-2s, finding each other, and it's led to some good opportunities. That one just one pass away from being probably a great opportunity as Dale kind of got stuck, trapped by 3 defenders. Belzile with a challenge there. No foul against Florence Belzile as it's once again Kitty Jones-Black. Now Barnett. Out of play for a Husker throw. Game has slowed down a little bit in the sense of no real opportunities, but it's been a battle, in the midfield third of the field. It's seen a lot of change in possession here in the last 5 or so minutes. There's a nice move there from Haley Peterson to find Jordan Zaid.
And it's all been on the far side to the benches. It's just a touch too long, and that's kind of what it's been like so far for both teams. Aside early on, just a touch too far, one touch too many. They're just not quite getting, but trust me, they will. It'll break out at some point.
Absolutely. Once again, throw in on the far side for Jordan Zaid. She'll back this one up and look to put it in the danger area. Finds Belzile. Florence Belzile with a nice turn, left-footed cross. Weber looks to head it back across, and it's well defended by Ohio State, but shielded out by Weber for another Husker corner kick. The 5th of this half so far. We've seen Nebraska with a lot of opportunities from the corner kicks.
Yeah, and that one was a little bit misplayed there by Ohio State. Had a chance to clear, and unfortunately, instead of clearing, it went the opposite way, and now it's a corner kick, and Nebraska's already scored once off the corner, so.
Always a good opportunity when you have a corner kick, as England will look to play this one in. She's got Sadie Waite short. She plays it into the box, and it's out into the side netting. Never got a chance at it, any of the Huskers did. So Kat Robinson will play this one short, and Barnett will look to go forward. Nice little combination there is it's Maddie Lowe in the midfield. Dispossessed. Once again, Gasik to Maddie Lowe. Now forward to Dudovic. She's in a very underlying position as now Nebraska win it back through Sadie Waite. Belzile. She looks to switch the field, and a misplaced pass ends up at the feet of Kitty Jones-Black for the Buckeyes. Brooke Otto says, let's slow this one down. Just plays it back to Barnett. Now forward once again for the Buckeyes. Fisher.
The flag is up.
Like you said, Fisher offside there on the far side. So that'll halt the attack and give Nebraska a free kick just around the 18-yard box.
Ohio State, they're starting to find a rhythm a little bit on offense. Some better passing, getting some more openings. So if they can keep that going, they might be able to find some more attacks here as we were on into the later part of this half.
Fisher dispossessed well by Belzile. She strides up the right side. Florence Belzile on her right foot. Crossing this one in, and it's cleared away a little lazily by Ohio State, and it stays in that third as Belzile is able to connect with this one once again. Peterson into the hands of Kat Robinson.
Nice cross, just a little bit too deep there, and Robinson able for the easy snatch.
Robinson looks long for Fisher. Flick touch from Fisher is well defended by Jordan Zaid, and now Nebraska go the other way with Zaid once again. She's got some space to run and a couple of options. Zaid chooses to cross it, but it's cleared away by Otto. Now Lowe. Looks to go forward. Dudukovic can't get on the end of that one, and Nebraska a throw in on the far side. Feels like if either team is able to get a goal late in this first half, it would really do wonders for momentum going into the second half to be able to have that advantage, kind of a morale victory, or a moral victory and a boost of morale for that team that is able to score. But we're yet to see one in this half, as we've seen Nebraska equalize with Ohio State. Here goes the Huskers forward, but headed away by Barnett. Well won back by Belzile. It's a 3-on-3. Belzile cuts to her right foot. She takes a shot, but it's too much, and it flies over the bar.
Now let's take a look here. Another opening for Nebraska. Nice movement to get Barnett on her heels, but just a little too much on that one. There's a steal by Weber. Nice job.
Weber, this left side, she plays a ball across. Handled well by Robinson. A minute ago, Emma Prasowski checked in for Haley Peterson. Prasowski with a goal in Nebraska's away stretch. Her first goal as a Husker. It was a big one. Lauren Anglem can corral this one with 5 minutes left in the first half. 1-1 between Nebraska and Ohio State. Weber now for Nebraska. She's fouled. Sydney Jones with a little too much contact, and
Weber looking to go right away.
she wanted to go right away, but as you can see the foul there. Jones just too much contact. Weber tried to play the ball across, but you have to stop the ball. It was still rolling a little bit, and Herbert Estrada, our center referee today, said slow things down. Let's stop that ball and restart. So it'll be Lauren Anglem to take it this time for Nebraska. Anglem goes long. A foot race here between a couple of players, and Kat Robinson wins the battle.
Gwen Lane there almost had a touch, but two Buckeyes, Robinson being aggressive again, still coming out, getting that ball.
Robinson finds Otto. Now Otto to Jones. Back to Otto. Ball played over the top. Dudukovic gets a head on it. Now Waite. Poked out of bounds by Sadie Waite, and Jones will have a chance to throw this one in. Substitution for the Buckeyes. It'll be Kristen Bombick who comes in, taking the place of Peyton McNamara. And Bombick gets her first touch, finds Kitty Jones-Black. Now Emma Sears. Sears trying to battle this one out with Lauren Anglem, but Anglem gets the better of it and clears it out for a throw. Sears takes quickly. Now into Dudukovic. Out by Nebraska. Nebraska wastes no time, but Brooke Otto slows things down. Low for Fisher. One-on-one with Jordan Zaid. Fisher and Zaid has been a battle all day, and Jordan Zaid comes out on top there.
Any moment of striking for Ohio State has quickly been dismissed by Nebraska.
Dudukovic. Sadie Waite wins that one back for Nebraska. Now Weber. Cuts on the inside. Belzile, ball played through. It's going to be Robinson to clear that one away, but another good chance for Nebraska.
And another great decision by Robinson to come out and get that one and send it the other way.
That ball on the far side just went out. Nebraska will have a throw, but yeah, Robinson had to time that perfectly because Eleanor Dale was right there. If she didn't come out exactly when she did, Dale's one-on-one with her, and knowing Eleanor Dale, she probably would have put that one away. So once again, Robinson doing her duties well.
And to that point, those aren't numbers that show up in the box score, right? You know, you're not going to see that as something you can look up. But those are big plays made by a veteran goalie.
Doesn't count as a save, but it certainly feels like a save as she cleared that ball away. Here comes Ohio State, but one back by Gwen Lane. Just a minute and a half to play. Gwen Lane trying to create something before the half for the Huskers. Now Belzeal. Sliding challenge. Estrada says the ball was won, and now Fisher for Ohio State, cleared away by Hauk. Ball played back, and Robinson deals with it. Prasowski, now Sadie Waite. Robbie on the far side. Under a minute in this first half. Robbie striding up the far side into the area, plays it across. Left for Weber. Off the head of Jones. Now Ohio State can counter here. Well done by Sadie Waite to win that one back. Robbie finds Jordan Zaid on the far side. Zaid crosses this one in. Up for Robinson, and it's cleared away once again by Barnett. Nebraska, with 30 seconds left, just piling things on. Jordan Zaid cleared away. Out for a Husker throw. Not much time here in this first half. Jordan Zaid not looking in any hurry necessarily. Just trying to get the last chance of the first half. 8 seconds. Into the box. Cleared away by Ohio State. Still in the danger zone, but it is fully cleared away, and that does it for the first half. Nebraska and Ohio State all level at 1 after that first half. And we're underway here in the second half as Reagan Robbie kicks things off for Nebraska, going left to right in their all-white uniforms. The Buckeyes in their red tops, red socks, and dark gray shorts. Nebraska got an attack early on. Schwarz looks to play this one across. It's bouncing around in the 6, headed on. Just poked away by Ohio State. A really dangerous chance there for Nebraska. Jordan Zaid once again.
That's just being in the right place at the right time there on that defense by Talani Barnett.
And you have to say early on as Nebraska wins a corner kick there, early on, Pritchard looks a little uncomfortable in that position. Maybe that's some of the youth. Maybe she's just, trying to get back into this game. Of course, it's so early on in that half that you just never know what is the case there.
The 6th corner here for Nebraska. Remember 5 in the first half, 1 early in the first minute of this half.
Anglem, Waite, back to Anglem. To the top of the area. Dale tries to hit a nice volley there, but it's into the arms of Molly Pritchard, and she has her first real action as she makes a save.
Right idea, you never know. We've seen the ball bounce funny ways here today. I'm looking for one to bounce there.
Fisher slips up once again. We talked about it in the first half, man. The footing has been lost a couple of times, and once again, Fisher does it there. Jordan Zaid will throw in here. Finds Schwarz. Nice little back heel flick. Peterson. Schwarz with another header there. But cleared away by the Buckeyes. Now Sadie Waite for Nebraska. Slides one through for Jordan Zaid. Zaid with a one-on-one here with Gasik. Zaid looks to cross. She does, but it's grabbed by Molly Pritchard. Once again, Nebraska coming out of this half with a lot of energy.
Yeah, they haven't changed anything up. They know what they're up to, and they're going and attacking. Look at this beautiful ball. Nice snag by Pritchard. Looks to hopefully settle down this Buckeye team.
Play Barnett. Now she plays out wide. Once again, Ohio State just slowing things down here a bit. Misplaced pass there from Flotra. We Husker throw. Sadie Waite finds Sarah Weber. Weber cuts to the inside and looks to switch the field. A lot of space on this side, but Abby Schwartz takes it back into the middle. Now she finds a space with Peterson. Haley Peterson, a lobbed shot, and it's just over the bar. Great chance there for Nebraska to try and take the lead.
Right idea. Just a little bit too much. Pritchard slips when she kicks this one too, so something to keep an eye on.
The wind was picking up at the half as we kind of, watched. We got to step outside the box, got to kind of see things firsthand, and it was starting to pick up a little bit, but now here at the beginning of the second half, it doesn't seem to be quite as strong as it was there at the half. So Otto will play this one across to Barnett. Reagan Robbie for the Huskers. Robbie sliding through defenders on her left foot. She takes a shot, but it's wide.
They are keeping the pressure on. As we watch this one go wide.
Robbie was just skating through defenders there and didn't quite get the shot on target. So there's a push in the back there.
See, and that was created by Nebraska being aggressive. They went to the ball. Ohio State was letting it come to them. Nebraska went to the ball. They drew that foul.
Nebraska with the chance to get some bodies forward and play this ball long. They do just that and look for Gwen Lane. It's flicked on and might have taken a last touch off of Lane. It does, and it'll be a goal kick for the Buckeyes. Goal kick played short by Pritchard. Now back out to Otto. One back by the Huskers. Now Sarah Weber. She finds Robbie some space here. Robbie once again taking on defenders. Slides through. Still with Robbie. Now it's Weber. One back by the Buckeyes. Gwen Lane can throw this one in on the far side as she does that and finds Sadie Waite. Back to Lane. One back by Jones for the Buckeyes. Misplaced pass there, and Peterson finds Jordan Zaid. Zaid's got some options here. She sticks with it. Takes it out to the outside. Still Jordan Zaid. Zaid crosses. Cleared away by the Buckeyes. Peterson back in, but Gianola can clear that one away. Hauk clears it for Nebraska, and it stays right on that far side, and referee says it trickles out for a throw-in for Ohio State.
That was close. Nice job by Schwartz, not taking anything for granted there. Putting the pressure on.
Definitely some contact there, but referee said it was out. Eleanor Dale with a left-footed shot. Well wide of the post.
And she knows it.
She finds herself in the right spaces a lot. That chance, not like her first half one where she buried it. That one, she didn't quite catch right. I think that's something that, if you're John Walker, that's why you start her as much as you do, because she just finds herself in the right place, and more often than not, she's able to put that ball in the back of the net. And when you have a player like that, you really just have to cherish them. And try and use them as much as you can.
And to your point, you know, you need to find some other offense sometimes other than Sarah Weber. She leads the team with 6 goals and 14 points. So you need to find, especially in Big Ten play, where goals come at a premium, you need to find somebody else who might be able to find the back of the net.
Nebraska has an attack of players who all have found their nose for goal at different times. This ball played long. All the way back to Molly Pritchard. Some passing around the back, and Pritchard doesn't quite play that out like she wants to, and it's won back by Abby Schwarz. But Schwarz' pass is picked off by Otto. Hauk. Robbie, she brings that one down. Nice little control there. Robbie. All the way back for the Huskers to Sammy Hawk. Hawk weighing her options, and she goes long. Dale with a battle there in the midfield with Flotra. Dale wins it, and she's looking on the far side, and it's won back by the Buckeyes. Flotra once again. Now Jones on the far side. Picked off by Gwen Lane. Dale. One back by the Buckeyes.
A little too much of a touch there by Pritchard. Nice deflection, but Pritchard able to corral it. She'll take her time here.
A couple nervy moments in the back for Pritchard, but she's been able to handle all of them so far. That ball's headed on, but collected by Sammy Hawk. Hawk to Anglem, who changes her mind and goes forward. Now Weber, nice little flick there. Still Weber. Weber brought down, but she stays with the ball. And that time, the foul is called.
Sarah Weber almost looked like it was 1-on-4 there at times. You see the replay.
So it'll be Anglem to take for Nebraska. Huskers push some bodies forward, and that ball is picked off. But still with Nebraska. Wait. Now forwards Gianola. Ohio State with a throw near the midway line. Sydney Jones throws this one into Flotra. Now a switch of the field there from the Buckeyes, and Gasick misplaces that pass as Jordan Zaid does well to pick it off.
Yeah, she knew that pass was coming. Just got beat, beat Fisher to the ball.
Flotra once again looking to switch the field. Lane picks it off, and Sarah Weber just pushed in the back, and she's fouled.
Just a little bit too aggressive there. She put on the brakes.
Anglem for Nebraska once again. Now Reagan Robbie. Nice strength here from Reagan Robbie to hold on to that ball. Anglem looks long. Eleanor Dale. Dale goes down, but no foul from the referee, Herbert Estrada, and it'll be a goal kick for Ohio State. Hearing some directions called from the sideline from assistant coaches for Ohio State. Just some chatter trying to tell them where to be, what to do, and try and get that goal that would take them ahead of Nebraska. But as of right now, things sit 1-1. 32.5 minutes to play in this second half. Ball played forward, McNamara looking for Fisher. Cleared away by Jordan Zaid, out for a throw for the Buckeyes.
You know, I was just going to say, Ohio State, in the first half and so far in the second half here, was playing the ball a lot towards the benches on the right side of the field, but now switching, second time I've seen it, onto this side of the field, the left side. See if they find an opening.
That ball played off of Reagan Robbie. Jordan Zaid smart there to clear it out for a throw-in for the Buckeyes instead of letting it go out for a corner. This is Howe. Now out to Fisher. Fisher still with it. Fisher takes a shot blocked by Peterson. They'll go all the way back to Barnett. Now into McNamara. Flotra. Looks to play one through, but Anglem picks it off, and now back with Sears. Emma Sears with some space on that far side. Emma Sears crosses it. It's headed on and in the back of the net. Kayla Fisher connects with Emma Sears. This time it's Fisher who scores. The Buckeyes take a 2-1 lead with 31 minutes remaining.
And we'll see this dumped in. By Sears, and that all came from a missed opportunity there to clear by Nebraska. Nebraska had the chance, turnover in their own end. That's what led to the goal there. So big goal, though, by Ohio State. You know, they haven't had many chances, but now they've capitalized on 2 of the few chances that they've had.
Kayla Fisher dishes the ball to Emma Sears for the first goal. Emma Sears dishes the ball to Kayla Fisher for the second goal. It's 2-1 Buckeyes here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Huskers will have to play the final 30 minutes trying to chase for a second goal. Sydney Jones to throw in here for the Buckeyes. Headed forward by Peterson. Battle there. Jones does well. Just putting her body on Sarah Weber and still sticking with it. Now well played forward for the Buckeyes. Fisher. Striding forward is Fisher. Trying to slide one through, and Gwen Lane able to clear that one away.
That was good that Lane cleared that away, because Hawk looked like she slipped in goal, or in net there. So if Lane doesn't clear that, it could have been an easy goal or easy opportunity for Ohio State. Now Ohio State putting the pressure on a little bit here.
A long shot comes in, it's just wide. Referee's gonna say there was a touch off of the Husker defender, and it's out for a corner kick for Ohio State.
Oh yeah, here off the throw-in right away, attacking. Peterson putting her hands up like, nope, but Estrada said yes.
So it'll be a corner kick here just inside 30 minutes left to play in the second half. Buckeyes lead the Huskers 2-1. Gianola, a left-footed in-swinger. High ball in the air. Bouncing around, Fisher. Well won back by Anglem. Barnett goes out to the right side. Left-footed ball played across, headed away by Hauk, but back into the area and picked up by Sammy Hawk.
Ohio State seemed to picking up the momentum and the aggressiveness here now. Let's see how Nebraska combats that.
Hauk finds Abby Schwarz, who's trying to take Fisher one-on-one. And Fisher puts her arms out and fouls Schwarz.
Yeah, one of those fouls where you're like, Oh, I'm beat. Let me just, make a little contact here. Sometimes a foul can be a better thing than not.
I think I would agree on that one. It's slowing down the attack for Nebraska as now it's Peterson. Fakes the pass out wide, goes in. Plays the ball into the area. Picked up by Pritchard. Molly Pritchard, the freshman goalkeeper for Ohio State, has played all but one second half for the Buckeyes. 11 games played of their 12. Just 5 goals against. Nebraska looking to go forward. Wait. Weber plays that ball out wide, but mistimes the run, or mistimes the timing with Gwen Lane, and that ball trickles out for a throw-in for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, she anticipated Gwen Lane running the line there, just miscommunication.
Robbie. Staying with it is Reagan Robbie, but one back by Ohio State. Brooke Otto will play this one to Barnett. Now going forward once again to McNamara. Back to Barnett. Looking long. How can clear that one away? Gasek just out of bounds here on the near side. Jordan Zaid with a chance to throw. Huskers will go to the bench. Florence Belzeal checks in. Reagan Robbie checks out. Like for like substitution there for Nebraska.
I think we've got blood time here. That ball got McNamara right in the face, right in the nose, it looks like. And as chilly as it is here, that probably didn't feel the best.
Yeah, it feels like the ball just gets harder when it's cold outside, and when you get hit in the nose, it does not feel good. So she will head out, hopefully, so that she can check back in later after she handles the situation she's got right now.
If you've ever taken a soccer ball to the face, whew.
It's not a good feeling, that's for sure, as Weber lines one up. It's wide. It was Kitty Jones-Black who stepped in for McNamara. As you can see once again here, Weber with the shot goes wide. Kitty Jones-Black, a goal this season in her 12 appearances.
Nebraska getting some opportunities, but now we need to start seeing more efficient opportunities. Now that you're down by 1, let's start seeing some more shots. You need more shots on net and more opportunities of capitalizing on a goal.
Here's Dale, now Belzeal. Goes out wide, Schwartz. Ball across the danger area and trickles all the way through. Weber can't get on the end of that one. Another chance for Nebraska, but like you said, just nothing that can put the ball on frame.
Yeah, 14 shots so far, only 6 have gone on net. While when you look for Ohio State, 6 shots, 3 have gone on net, and 2 found the back of the net.
So Ohio State going the other way. A nice turn there. Looking to go forward. Buckeyes here on the right side. Cutting back in is Fisher. Well won back by Sadie Waite. Waite still with it. She finds Weber. Nebraska can break here. Weber. Still with Sarah Weber as she battles off Jones. One back by the Buckeyes.
Husker faithful wanting a foul there.
Sears looking to slide one through. She finds another Buckeye, and it's cleared away by Nebraska.
That was nice defense by Nicola Hauk.
Here comes Haley Peterson for the Huskers. Nebraska looks like they're just a little tired here, trying to get anything they can to go forward and find that equalizer. They did it in the first half. The question is, can they do it in the second half? Ohio State leads the Huskers 2-1. Belzeal battling there. Now it's Fisher. Lowe finds Kitty Jones-Black. Gianola. All the way out wide to Fisher. Taking her time with this one. Fisher cuts to the byline. Now tries to go back but slips up, still with Fisher. Now Nebraska winning it back. Peterson fouled there by Gianola.
Yes, here's the foul here. Stepped in front there and just with the trip on Peterson. This now will be Nicola Hauk. To your point, Nebraska starting to lose a little bit of muster here. They played really aggressive, really strong those first 45 minutes. Now fatigue starts to become a factor a little bit.
Fisher with it in the midfield, one back by the Huskers. Peterson found Waite, now back to Peterson. Sadie Waite. Gwen Lane with it on the far side. Dispossessed, but she wins it back. Lane to Dale, trying to find some space. Goes back to Jordan Zaid. Ball over the top from Zaid, handled by Brooke Otto, who goes forward here, plays that ball long.
Here's an opportunity for Ohio State.
Sears running at the defender. Sears on Anglem. She beats her. She's got an option in the middle. Sears plays it across. Great save by Sammy Hawk. Another big save from the goalkeeper, who is conceded to today, but really could be more.
Yeah, this is great. Nice foot save there. Outstretched her foot there just like that. What a great save. As now here we got a Husker attack.
Schwarz with it. Dispossessed. And it's moments like those from Sammy Hawk that we saw a minute ago that keep Nebraska in this game and make you say, you know what, maybe the Huskers can find their goal. And, you know, she may not be getting the credit for those, you know, when Nebraska, if they were able to equalize, she may not be getting the credit, but certainly has kept the Huskers in this one. Buckeyes trying to play through the midfield here.
Yeah, and with Sammy Hawk, you know, she has given up some goals. You don't want to say they're unfortunate because obviously that, you know, like teams like Buckeyes here are attacking and creating those opportunities, but they're finding the back of the net, unfortunately, for her.
Gasek. Sliding challenge there from Schwarz. See 4 Huskers on the sideline ready to come in, and they will do that right now. Marissa Papula is one of them.
The lone senior.
She is the lone senior.
I wonder if Walker saw a little bit of fatigue there, wants to get some fresh bodies in here. Try to pick up some momentum like they had in the first half.
So it was Marissa Papula as one of those. Emma Prasowski, Maggie Altman checks in as well. Buckeyes trying to attack here as Belzile wins it back for the Huskers. Reagan Robbie. Some steam going forward as her pass is picked off by Barnett. All the way back to Pritchard.
You know, mass substitutions like that, that's where you really, you know, got to trust Walker a little bit. He's in his 29th season. He needs to push the right buttons. He's trying to push a button right now and see if he can get a goal.
And it's been a battle of 2 coaches that have been in the game for quite some time. Lori Walker Hawk, the head coach for Ohio State, in her 26th season. John Walker, like you mentioned, his 29th season. So 2 coaches that certainly know each other and certainly know how to win some soccer games here in the Big Ten Conference. And, well, you know, even before that when the Huskers were in the Big 12.
We've got a player down. It's a Buckeye over there.
Who's ranked 16th, but as of right now, the Buckeyes doing their business, leading the Huskers 2-1. Nina LaFleur checked in for the injured Sydney Jones, so she'll be at the right back position. Well, no, it looks like she shifted to play left back. They'll swap with Gasek. Now Otto. One back by the Huskers. Now Belzile. Still Belzile with some energy going forward. Now it's Marissa Papula. Papula looks to play a ball across, headed away by the Buckeyes. Now Fisher. Fisher with the ball played long, but Sammy Hawk plays it out. It'll be an Ohio State throw.
Nice move there by Hawk. Just kicking it out, letting the defense come back, set up, be better defend this Ohio State attack.
Ball played in, but out of play now and out for a Husker goal kick. Sammy Hawk will take this one. Sammy Hawk from Argyle, Texas, one of the just 5 players in the starting lineup today for Nebraska that is from out of state. The Huskers with 6 players from Nebraska in their starting lineup. Ohio State, similar story. 6 players in their starting lineup from the state of Ohio. So both these teams doing a very good job of recruiting the best talent in their state. As Sarah Weber looks to go forward there, she is the Gretna, Nebraska native.
And you know, I'm sure if you ask both coaches that question, they would say that that is a key to their success. Recruiting in-state is big, no matter what sport it is, getting the best talent to stay home.
Ball played long there. Reagan Robbie flicks it on, but it's cleared away, and it's definitely something for Nebraska that it's probably easier. You could say maybe that's a little harsh, but you could say it's less competition when you talk about the top tier of college soccer. You know, UNO being one of the only big major schools to compete against in the state of Nebraska, whereas Ohio State, you know, you've got Cincinnati, you've got Ohio, you've got a number of other Division I schools, Toledo. I mean, you could just list them off over in the state of Ohio, as you can see there. That ball played out. But Ohio State does a really good job of recruiting in their state.
Yeah, and with Nebraska, even if you're the only Big Ten, you know, you're the only, not Big Ten, but you're the only big school university-wise, aside from UNO, with a soccer program, you still need to keep those kids here and give them a reason to come here.
Absolutely, Nebraska doing a good job of that, but for the time being, that ball played out of bounds by Florence Belzile, and it's a goal kick for the Buckeyes. 16 minutes and some change left in this first half, or left in the second half, excuse me. Nebraska just looking for that equalizer. They did it in the first half. Can they do it in the second? Ohio State hoping that they can hold on and take all 3 points from this match and move their way up in the Big Ten standings. That ball played long. Sammy Hawk will watch it go out for her own goal kick. Hawk to Hauk. Now Peterson. Gwen Lane. Lane to the outside, but it trickles out for a throw-in for the Buckeyes. All the way back to Brooke Otto. Switch of play here for Penn State. A little bit of a misplay there, but kept in by Ohio State. LaFleur back. And Barnett plays it long, but Hauk heads it forward for Nebraska. Prasowski. Weber. Just bouncing around there, and Barnett slips up. Now Weber. All the way back to Haley Peterson, who looks to switch the field. Prasowski for the Huskers. Prasowski plays that one across. Belzile misses it, but LaFleur clears it out. Peterson. Altman. Nebraska pushing bodies forward, and now Ohio State can try and counter. Sidlowski finds the Dukovic. One back by Nebraska. Altman. That pass is misplaced. And it rolls out for a goal kick.
Couple substitutions for Nebraska. They're going to try to get one more push here. Zaid, looks like Zaid's coming in, along with Gwen Lane.
Two fullbacks coming back in for the Huskers. Jordan Zaid and Gwen Lane, the starters, make their way back in. And those are the two positions where John Walker really utilizes fullbacks playing as full-time defenders and full-time attackers. They have to get up and down the pitch in John Walker's style, and see if they can do that here in this late portions of the second half. Reagan Robbie. Cleared away by Otto. Now in the midfield with the Buckeyes. All the way back. Gasick finds Otto. Nebraska trying to keep that high press on and forcing a bad pass there, but Haley Peterson picks it off. Peterson in a battle there with Gianola. She's still with the ball and now plays it out wide to Jordan Zaid. One-on-one. Jordan Zaid now a couple of defenders on her, and she can't hold on to that one. Cleared away by Barnett. Forward for Peterson. Back to Hauk. Hauk plays one across. Now Reagan Robbie flicks one over. Well, one back by the Buckeyes. Haley Peterson with it. Just a battle here in Nebraska's final third to try and get that final chance that they need. Just 12 minutes remaining. Belzile wins it back. This could be it. Belzile cuts to the inside, still in the area, plays it across, but Barnett deals with that one well. Ball played forward for Dukovic, and Jordan Zaid through the back of her.
Yeah, Nebraska faithful not going to like that, but I think he might have been the right call. Is look at, was trying to come up the back like he said.
Just a tangle of legs, and usually whoever doesn't get to the ball first is called for that, and Jordan Zaid, the culprit there. But like you said, the crowd's still in this one, as they should be. 11 minutes left, and their team is closely trailing Ohio State. One back by Nebraska. Could Sarah Weber create something here for the Huskers? Still Weber in the center circle. Plays it forward to Dale. Now Zaid. LaFleur one-on-one with Zaid. To the outside. Jordan Zaid still with it. Got her back turned to goal. And LaFleur with a body there to win that ball back for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Peterson, this game seeing a lot more contact late in the second half as both teams.
Zaid appears to be shaken up.
Jordan Zaid trying to get back to her feet as contact from her. Place. Nebraska going forward. Reagan Robbie into the area. She plays one across. Tries to find the feet of Eleanor Dale, but it's cleared away by Ohio State. Now Schwartz.
Nice in, just couldn't find the foot of Dale.
It's going to be an opportunity Nebraska looks back at if they can't find that equalizer and say that might have been the chance.
Yeah,
but as
to your point on Zaid, a lot of things that happen on the soccer pitch don't show up in the stat sheet. You know, the only thing that goes on there is an assist or a goal. Not really the big key plays like the throw-ins, you know, the crossers.
Foul called there against the Buckeyes in Nebraska going forward. Belzeal with a little bit of space. Takes it at the defender. Now wide to Schwartz. She looks to cross. It's a great ball into the 6-yard box, but no one gets on the end of it, and it trickles out for a goal kick.
Another Buckeye slow to get up. To your point, they're all into this, and you can tell by just the way they're playing.
Inside 9 minutes here in this second half. Just 8:45 remaining. Nebraska need one chance to try and equalize. Ohio State doing everything they can to stay ahead. Now forward with Fisher. Now out for a Husker throw in there on the far side. Anglem tries to start something for Nebraska. Ball played long, but well defended by Ohio State. Still with the Buckeyes, Fisher. Back to the floor. Cleared away by Hawk. It's another nervy opportunity, but she does well to get way off her line and clear that one out.
You know, and yeah, to us as like spectators, you know, that might be nerve-wracking, but you got to trust her. She's good in net. Both goalkeepers are, so when they come out, they know what they're doing.
Headed out by Gwen Lane, but not before it touches the Ohio State player, and out for a throw in here for the Huskers, which is headed on by Robbie. Anglem, Peterson. Now Belzeal, some good ball movement for the Huskers. Belzeal plays that one forward, but can't find a Husker.
A nice
Long ball played there to Fisher. She's got space. Kayla Fisher has punished Nebraska today. Can she do it again on her left foot? Just wide.
That was a great ball, just like she just chipped it a little bit too high.
She's looked really good in those final third areas today for the Buckeyes, and that one, another good chance, just didn't quite catch that shot right. There's Fisher once again. All the way back to Otto, now Pritchard. Ohio State watching the seconds click off the clock, and they're very happy with every second that ticks away. Brooke Otto. It's a long ball forward. Hauk mishandles it, but we'll get back onto the end of it. Hauk's ball long, picked off by Fisher. Here goes Reagan Robbie. She's down the sideline. Reagan Robbie still with it. She's got some space there. Now defender closes in. Her pass is misplaced, and Otto can clear it away. Well done there from Gianola to keep it in the midfield with the Buckeyes. Nice display of speed on the far side, and Hauk picks it out. Here comes Fisher. Fisher still with it, taking on the whole Nebraska back line, but it's won back by Peterson. Now Belzeal. Weber with that little header on and can't quite get to it as Barnett clears it away. Schwartz still pushing forward for the Huskers. Could this be the chance? Played into the box, but cleared away by Otto. An offside call there as the ball was cleared away. We're inside 5 minutes here as Nebraska have to throw everyone forward. It's now or never if they want to try and find the equalizer. And that won't do it as there's a misplayed pass. But well defended by Schwarz. Hauk now to Peterson. Belzile with a nice turn there. Out to Schwarz. Near the byline, she plays it across, it's headed on, and it's in the back of the net. Sarah Weber finds the equalizer for Nebraska.
Seventh goal of the year for Sarah Weber. Talked about her in the pregame. Someone that appears to be asserting herself as a leader on this team. Oh, just over 4 minutes. How much more can one of these teams press and find that one that puts them over the top?
Well, Kelby, this makes for a good final 4 minutes when the Huskers equalize late on. Makes you wonder, is there still one left in it? So we trickle inside 4 minutes. Sammy Hauk with the ball for the Huskers. Hauk looks long. It's too much for Reagan Robbie.
Kind of the first mistake by Hauk in net today. Not necessarily saving a shot, but putting it a little, not the greatest pass off her foot.
We talked about it earlier. Some of the big saves from Sammy Hauk kept the Huskers in this game. They've got to be happy with the fact that they were still in this one, because that one goal means so much more. It means, as of right now, they've grabbed a point here at home. Ohio State wants to say something about that as Gasek throws this one in. Gianola. Tough defending from Peterson. Now it's Sears. Lines up the shot. Blocked by Anglem. Belzile looking to counter for the Huskers. Sarah Weber. Imagine if the Huskers could score here. Abby Schwarz. Now Florence Belzile. Looks for the cross, but trickles out. The energy in Barbara Hibner Field is there. The crowd is here for it. They've got their thunder sticks. They're ready to go. And man, every time Nebraska gets the ball going forward, you can feel it shake.
That was almost identical to how they scored the last goal. Got the ball to the outside, tried to cross it in. I think she just ran out of gas a little bit there.
Papula checked in there for Florence Belzile. Pritchard's goal kick goes long. Headed forward by Dale. Gwen Lane. Back to Lane. She brings it down and plays it long. It's bouncing around in that final third. It's headed out. It'll just stay in there. Push in the back, and it's a foul against the Buckeyes. Nebraska with a chance inside a minute and a half.
Yeah, a little extension of the arm there.
It looked interesting because she ran into her own teammate, but it was only because there was a push in the back.
And that's Sydney Jones, who went down earlier, so glad to see her back in. But yeah, now this is big. You know, about 70 seconds left here. One final chance.
Anglem will cross this one into the area. It's headed out, but a foul called against Reagan Robbie, and it'll be a goal kick, or similar to a goal kick, a free kick inside Ohio State's box. Inside a minute here, Ohio State, maybe they can create a chance going the other way. Gwen Lane heads it out. It'll be a throw in for the Buckeyes. Some substitutes running over to get the ball and hurry things up as the Buckeyes look to steal a late winner. Sears heads this one on. It's a chase down there as Sears wins that ball, but it's just out of bounds. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Substitute comes in for the Huskers. Belzile will check in for Schwarz. 20 seconds remaining. Is there time for Nebraska to score? It's looking ever so less likely. Just inside 10 seconds now. Ball played long from Ohio State. Cleared away by Nebraska. And that will do it here from Barbara Hibner Field as Nebraska with a late equalizer to grab a point here at home against the Buckeyes. It finishes 2-2.